How's it going, everyone? King Blacktooth here. So Nilfgaard was put in front of me, which is the perfect time to play some Gwent. So you're going to see some gameplay using Nilfgaard, and I built a deck revolving around the infiltration aspect, a lot of disloyal units that are spying on the opponent. Now, one thing that you want to be aware of, any disloyal units now which are played on the opponent's side of the board have a little eye icon above them. This tells you they are currently spying, using their infiltration ability. Okay, this is very important for Nilfgaard cards, which maybe you could bring it back to your side and stuff like that. Okay, so let's have a look. So my opponent is playing Skellige. They've seen a couple of changes and he'll be trying those out. And I'm playing John Calvete leader card, which allows me to pull all spying units back onto my side of the board. And we do have a lot of them. We'll be using Nilfgaard as a spying unit, disloyal. The Ambassador is a disloyal unit. You may be referring to him as a spying unit from now on. Okay, we're going to use the Ambassadors to buff our own side, and the Emissary to pull a non-gold unit from our deck. Okay, we also have Becca's Twisted Mirror ready for Nilfgaard later on. So anytime, I remember saying, anytime a unit is played that is disloyal, it counts as spying now, and it has an eye icon, which you'll see soon. So keep an eye out for that, because that is quite important now for Nilfgaard to know what cards are spying. So we're going to start off with a Alba Pikeman. These are melee units which are immune to weather. Weather has seen a change recently. It's not just immune to frost. Weather is all weather now. So Geralt cannot push these guys back and kill them. Okay, there are ways to remove weather immunity, but weather immunity is all weather. And you'll see a little bar come up across the bottom, much like Resilient did. Now weather immunity has this bar as well. So the fact he's on the melee row is not a big deal because Geralt cannot push him onto the fog and destroy him. It will just push him onto the fog and he's immune to that as well. Weather immunity is immunity to all weather now. There's a new card for the Skellige, Wild Boar of the Sea. So at this point I'm going to play the Ambassador, which is a disloyal unit, and it will give 12 strength to random non-gold on my side of the board. I only have one, so I'm buffing up this weather immune unit to start with. Really strong ability. Nilfgaard is known for its very strong strength, and it's weather immune, which is great. If he has Geralt, he doesn't know that it's weather immune. He can't push me back and deal with it. So at this point, we're probably going to play the Emissary, another disloyal unit, just to pull out the top non-gold unit. We've got King of Beggars into a Vicovaro Medic. This is like a bronze caretaker, really strong. Okay, it's 1 strength, so perfect synergy with King of Beggars. We're going to see this unit be really, really good if it stays the way it is. There was a balance pass between when we got our hands on it and when it will be released, so maybe we'll see some slight differences, but the Vicovaro Medic is going to be huge against Skellige, absolutely huge. It's a bronze caretaker. It's really good. So at this point, I didn't know whether to pass. I've chosen to use Decoy, and I'm going to pick up the King of Beggars and save him for the next round. Now this was a misplay. I completely forgot Decoy had changed, and what it now does is pick up a card and place it down instantly, and we pulled out the prize-winning cow. So you may have noticed the King of Beggars went up to 7 original strength, because that's what Decoy does.
Pansy.
Decoy picks up a card, adds +3 base strength to it, and then plays it down instantly. No card advantage on Decoy. Was a misplay, but it ended up being rather good for me anyway in the end. So King Bran, leader card, has seen a change as well. He now discards 2 units from your deck to your graveyard. So it sounds kind of not very useful, but it does give you access to Queensguard immediately. It does give you access to your skirmishers immediately. There's a lot of really good use there, especially for Queensguard deck. So that deck's seen quite a bit of buff. Going to play another Ambassador to buff up some more units. Remember, weather change here. If it goes down to 1 and we clear skies, it will keep the buff. So all these buffs that I'm giving him, doesn't matter if you can clear skies. We didn't run too many clear skies here because we wanted to play the interesting cards. So
What's this on one?
Clandemon Pirate Captain. One of these cards that I'm really excited to see again. Because of the changes to weather, he is weather immune anyway, but he's got a lot more strength, as you can see, 5 strength. It allows him to bring it up, and then, you know, he won't get knocked down by weather. He's immune to all weather, so you can't just knock him back into the rain anymore, which is great. We're going to use orcs to lock a non-gold unit. Locking is basically silence. You're going to see this really cool chain effect, and it means that all his passive abilities and extra added abilities is gone for this particular round, until he's removed at least. So I got rid of his weather immunity, so he goes down to 1, and I also got rid of his ability to go up in strength anytime anything is discarded. So he becomes a really bad unit, but if you put him into the graveyard and get him back out, he most likely will lose his lock.
You want to pass, you gotta pay. Can't let you
Some nice discarding there. Now he's been having that wild boar sitting in weather for ages. The gold card on the siege row of his, the wild boar, what it does, every turn that it's affected by weather, it spawns a Clandemon pirate at the bottom of your deck. Bottom is crucial, which means when he played that Clandemon pirate, he got about 5 or 6 into the graveyard there, which would have been really good for that Clandemon pirate captain. Nice synergy there. Right, so we just used our leader card, John Calvite, where we put all non-gold units back onto our side of the board. Not too much benefit in strength there, about 5, but we haven't got too many more non-gold units, which are disloyal anyway. So now is the time to do it. You can use it on Letho of Gullet. He is a spying unit. He is gold, so it won't work. But you can Diamond Team Shackle, but we didn't build our deck around that. We built it around Becca's Twisted Mirror. And here you can see the between rounds redraws. We drew the card first. That's very important. And now we get to see what we want to redraw. Okay, so it's at the beginning of a round after you've redrawn. So it's the most optimal it can be. Every particular beginning of a round, apart from the round 1, you get to mulligan 1 card, which is going to be really, really effective. Passing straight away, keeping that chort on the board, but we have no way of interacting with our own graveyard, like I mentioned. We're going to be using those Vicovaro medics to steal from the opponent's graveyard. Nice card advantage there. And again, we can see at the beginning of round 3, we're going to get, due to the Nilfgaard faction ability, we get to mulligan 1 card from our hand after we've drawn that Clear Skies from the deck. So it's the best possible time to mulligan something after you draw something. So I actually, probably at this point, was talking to a developer, so we just timed out. It wouldn't be a KVT video without a bit of roping now, would it? So, there's your annual rope for the day.
We serve her who is virgin, mother and crone.
So easy Queen's Guard. He was able to use King Bran to get those out immediately. Looking in my opponent's graveyard, you can see all those Clandemons, which were created by the Wild Boar ship. That gold card. We're going to medic something out. This is a 1 strength bronze card, which allows me to pull any bronze unit from the opponent's graveyard. I think you can maybe see there was some quick speed up of medicing. That medic seemed to come out a lot faster, a lot quicker. Build this. Everything seems to be a lot quicker there, which looked really, really nice. So hopefully they'll stop me roping when I'm medic chaining. Well, there is no medic chaining. You probably didn't know that, but Sigurdrifa, yeah, Northern Rounds can no longer medic chain, and neither can Skellige. Happy days. They could probably do some form of chaining, though. You know, into Priscilla, that type of thing. Right, so we got the Norska Standard Bearer, add 2 strength to all of the non-gold units on the row.
Saddle the horses. We ride.
A bit unoptimal, but, you know, a very nice card. It's like the Clan Haymae Skald.
What do you say?
5 strength. It's a little better than earlier on Skellige, but a bit worse than late on Skellige, and adds +2 to everything on that row, non-gold. Mardrum have been changed to +3, -3. That tooltip was wrong.
Yes.
Weather immunity here. So like I mentioned, this was a kind of rough build. Some of the tooltips weren't working so well, and there are balance changes. And the balance change is that Mardrum is +3 or -3 base strength. They put some weather down. Coral has changed to its ore now. It's fog or rain, not both. So I'm going to play the Emissary now, which is going to pull the top non-gold unit from my deck, which pulled a spy card. This allows me to look at the top card in my deck, and I get to either put it to the bottom or draw it. And I chose to draw Yennefer, because she's very key towards Becca's Twisted Mirror. So now we're going to use our mushrooms, and then we're going to enact our particular plan of using Letho and Becca's Twisted Mirror together. This is a very common play, but utilizes Letho in the middle now. So we buff everything, which is great because we don't mind. And then we're going to use Letho disloyally. You can use him loyally. And he will vanish and consume all of those cards on that particular row. And put it towards his own gold card as base strength, as you can see now. So he's like a Karen sort of, but he banishes the card, which really disrupts any particular combos. So I could banish the Queen's Guard on round 1. And then he won't be able to use them anymore. And then I Becca's the winner to finish, to win the game. Got a good game. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching, guys. So hopefully that gave you a little bit of a clue of the infiltration side. You could probably go a lot more heavier into it. I don't think I necessarily demonstrated the infiltration to the best ability there. There are a lot more synergies around that. But like the Imperia Brigade gets 3 strength anytime a disloyal unit is on the board, so they can go up in strength really quickly. You can easily get them to like 25. That will probably be balanced and nerfed. Somebody got them to like 27, 23 for a bronze card. Bit ridiculous. Especially using John Calvite and pulling all those disloyal units back to your side. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll keep you updated with more videos coming very soon. Take care.